It's good, Scano. So they say it ain't what you know, it's what you can prove. What we do know is Cornelius Smith has directly implicated Big Jook as being the one to put the bag on Dolph. Of course, that's going by his word, but it makes sense. So that's the narrative we running with. That being said, it's only common sense, man, that by default, Gotti is tied into this. There's no way, and I'm talking about from a legal standpoint, from the Fed's perspective, I'm saying from a common sense standpoint, there's no way Juk ran that play and Gotti was unaware, like unbeknownst to Gotti. You know, you know what I'm saying? As far as directly, directly tying Gotti into it, that's another story altogether. But just from a basic logical standpoint, Gotti would have, if it's true that Juk, and I do believe it to be true, that Juk put the bag on him, it only makes sense that Gotti would have known about it. Flat out sanctioned it, signed off on it, however you want to put it. From the Fed standpoint of it, that's exactly how they're going to proceed the shit because, there is a hierarchy. Big Juk second in command, so like I said, man, they go up the chain of command. Use the little fish to catch the bigger fish, woo woo. So just by default, there ain't no way around this shit. We can do away with the alleged, and Gotti is tied into this shit. A lot of this gonna be predicated. I'm talking about this Rico that may be coming. What was on that phone, Juk phone? That they found at that scene that when Juk got killed. So, was there anything in that phone to incriminate Gotti? As far as being tied into, and there may be other shit coming, man. Like I said, man, the feds move at their own pace. When they putting these cases together, it may take, we saw it with the Thug case, man. It took almost 10 years, almost a decade to run that case. He still might beat the shit, but woo woo. So, just because, you know what I'm saying, we ain't heard nothing, don't mean that shit ain't on. Obviously, they have been looking at Gotti for some time. But like I said, it ain't what you know, it's what you can prove. So in light of this testimony, man, and it was a lot, it only makes sense that the Rico could be coming for Gotti. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm pretty sure everybody who was keeping up with this case already knew all this shit. Like I said, it was just a matter of things falling into place, however you want to put it. But $800, man. And the way Juk played this shit was cold-blooded, because I'm going to be real with you, man. I think Juk was going to line these niggas up anyway. I'm saying the hitters. Justin Johnson, Cornelius Smith. I believe he was going to have these niggas lined up anyway. Who pay? You get a nigga $500 on one payment, then, he had to squeeze you for another $300. He never intended to get these niggas no 100K, man. Never was he gonna get them 100K. He was gonna get them what he could get them, and if they got, you know what I'm saying, and if they got the chirping, probably had them niggas' heads knocked off, or probably just on general purposes, just to eliminate, like I said, them loose strings, but they got jammed up so quick. And I ain't convinced, man, I'm still not convinced that this Raven chick, the Makita shop owner's daughter, didn't have something to do with this play, the Dolph kid, because she was seen with Govan around the time of dude murder, man. You know what I'm saying, at that party in Atlanta, right? So I know Memphis is a small town, everybody know everybody, but damn, I find that to be a odd, but not so coincidental coincidence. You know what I'm saying? But Woo woo. So $800, man, to get $1 million nigga out the way. And he was gonna have them dudes killed, man. Straight up. And this is why. Niggas be knowing niggas gonna tell, man. That's why I say, man, a lot of times niggas will pay somebody to knock somebody over and then they will hit the hitter. You know what I'm saying? Sit a hitman for the hitman type shit. It get crazy like that. But there is no way Juk ran that play unbeknownst to Gotti. So like I said, it all comes down to what they can prove because Gotti is definitely tied into this shit. It's only common sense. So, you know it is what it is, man. It's funny how things play out, man. It could be, like I said, man, in these streets, you know, one decision caused that ripple effect, and it may not come back to touch you for years, bro. You know, it could be 20 years. You know what I'm saying? 20 years removed from that initial act before you catch karma. And it's just cause and consequence. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. You know, action, consequence. But you reap what you sow, man, one way or the other. So believe that shit. But I'm not really into the celebrity gossip at all. But something that, you know, that caught my eye, man, I found real odd. And that's this chick Cardi B. So she beefing with Offset, right? Again, they, you know, how these celebrities do what they, you know, they make up and break up when they about to have an album drop or whatever, create some, you know, some algorithm, some wave in the algorithm, woo woo. So, you know, she on a Twitter rant as she's known to do, and she's speaking. He comes out, and I don't know why people put. What is up with y'all niggas nowadays, man? That everybody put everything in their personal life on social media. You know, like, not even just celebrities, just regular people. Like, I don't understand this whole phenomenon. Why everybody need to live their whole life on social media, but woo woo. So they beefing over social media. And this nigga speaking about how she cheated on him when she was pregnant. Woo woo. And she like, yeah, nigga, I did. And by the way, you know what I'm saying? RIP Takeoff. But, you know, we had a closer relationship than you will ever know. Damn, I missed them nights. Pretty much implying that her and Takeoff, you know what I'm saying, was getting around with each other and shit. And it's probably big cat, but at the same time, man, we know it was a lot of shit going on in their inner circle that caused them niggas to fall out. Now, we thought it was Quavo and Offset fucking on each other women and, you know, some shit to do with some broad, you know, and now she dragged Takeoff into this shit. Now, like I said, I believe it's cap. I believe it's her way of trying to create some shock value and really try to get at Offset, humiliate him, you know what I'm saying? But regardless, that's some foul shit. You know, if it's true, that's a whole nother, you know what I'm saying? But to tarnish this man's name and he's dead, you know what I'm saying? He can't defend himself against this shit. You know what I'm saying? But his family's still alive. This nigga still got a legacy. And to put that type of shit out there like that, especially if it's cap. Because if it ain't cap, then it's like, you know what I'm saying? Let the dead rest. You know what I'm saying? Leave that out of it. But if it's cap, which I'm pretty sure it is, like, that's just foul as fuck. That's way off code. You know what I'm saying? To use this nigga name as a way to try to get at him. And this is what I'm talking about, man. Relationships nowadays is just fucking toxic. People are toxic. They thrive off toxicity. And we just got a toxic society now. And you got to be careful who you make kids with, man. And, you know, speaking from personal experience, you know, because once you obviously, you know, you procreate with somebody, you tied to that individual for life, And shit, if they crazy or if they toxic or whatever type of shit they on, you gonna have to deal with them if you want to be in your kid's life. And sometimes you can't be in your kid's life and you still gotta deal with the shit. So man, you know what I'm saying? Everything that glitter ain't gold, you know. So that's why I stopped chasing after types, man. Because chasing after types can get you caught up in all type of misery. 216 Scano, you already know.